Yo, what's up? My name's Veteran Pat, and welcome back to my Dungeon Defenders series. This is episode 135, and right now, this game is on sale for Dungeon Defenders in all of the DLC. It's like a $50 value for only $10 on Steam. So if you're watching this video and you're seeing the tower defense sales going on right now on Steam, maybe check it out. It's a really fantastic game, in my opinion, one of the most underrated games of all time. I'm currently in the middle of Glitterhelm Caverns, Survival, Nightmare, Hardcore. It's always a mouthful to try to explain the actual maps that you play in this game. At least once you reach that like sort of mid-game, maybe even late game, it gets crazier. That's kind of where I'm at the moment, more that mid-game kind of territory. But here I am. I'm on my summoner. I have 4 other characters spawned on the map. We've mostly just been grinding, trying to get through, trying to see if I can make it to wave 25. I asked you guys a little bit ago, how many waves do you think I could actually push through when it comes to Glitterhelm Survival on Nightmare difficulty? And there was a lot of varying answers. A lot of you guys believed in me, though. A lot of you thought that I actually could go ahead and beat the map. So I'm going to try to prove you guys to right. A lot of crazy things are going to happen in today's episode. I'm actually going to get level 90 for the very first time on my monk, which is a really big deal, which is going to allow me to equip ultimate armor for the very first time in my entire Dungeon Defenders, career, which is crazy. I also have a level up available on my my Series EV, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through with that level up really quick, put all the stats into beam damage. That'll do. Sure. Back to the summoner we are. I've mostly just been playing through the map, trying to heal things up whenever possible, trying to pump upgrades wherever possible. I'm gonna go around and collect all of the chests, for example, right now. Now, I don't think I've opened many of, if any, of the chests so far at wave 15. I'm currently at wave 15. There's going to be a massive power scaling difference starting at this wave. So I'm a little worried to see if I'll even be able to beat it, but I'm really hoping I can. I'm not sure if I have a chance for Transcendent drops or anything a little extra special. Mostly just seeing mythicals still at the moment. Look at all these. I think these are from like wyverns or anything like it gets killed and like their drops get thrown off the map. They all get thrown over here. I'm actually probably gonna get like a ton of mana when I finally go ahead and continue into this next wave. But before I do that, I have a lot of mana to collect and a lot of upgrades to divvy out to actually get prepared for this, spike in difficulty of this next wave. All right, I think I've pumped upgrades for the most part wherever I can, and I think everything is healed up as much as possible, except for over here, actually. It seems like the aura stacks over here have taken a little bit more damage, so I do want to go ahead and heal those as much as possible once again, just to be fully up to code and as safe as possible. Maybe put one more upgrade on something. I'm not even sure where I want to put that. I think I'm just going to go ahead. You know what, guys? And jump into wave 15. Here we go. Combat phase begins. Let me get to a much safer position and not over here in front of all the minions. I know that these aura stacks do take a ton of damage from getting drained from the monsters, like still in their actual doorway. So they kind of get drained a little bit quicker than you would want. A goblin copter is making his way over here. There's some extra mana on the bridge. I'm going to go quickly grab. Oh, it fizzed away so quickly. I don't know if it's because... Ooh, he dropped off into oblivion, though. Oh, thanks, Goblin Copter. I don't know if I was able to kill that just in time to where it poofed away or what exactly happened, but these guys are actually aggroing. The Goblin Copter is coming in. That's what all that... I just realized there's been a ton of mana down here at the end of every wave, and I just realized it's from the Goblin Copters. That's so funny. I actually totally didn't realize that. I'm going to pump upgrades into this Lightning Tower because why not? The Lightning Towers... And these Deadly Strike Towers... As cheesy as it sounds, have been way more deadly than I expected, so they've been super nice to honestly watch in action. I need to be picking up more mana, though. There's so much mana getting spawned onto the ground, and it's all poofing away. I'm going to head over here and then try to... Ooh, I almost messed up there. I phased out really late, but I still made it, I guess. I mean, it worked out. I actually misclicked the wrong button and almost got myself killed. I'm gonna phase... Look at this! Look at this! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that aura stack! Look at that! It's like 40% HP. 40% HP just from... slowing down the minions over here. And this one as well. Or the HP is just lower and lower and lower. I don't know if I need to be like doing more damage to be killing things quicker to not let that happen. That's brutal. That is actually like it's scary. I think this thing is not going to be able to turn around and deal damage stuff like that. Honestly, I'm cool with just upgrading, 3-starring this lightning tower. I have to check my mini map so I can see if any aura stacks. If any aura stacks go down, that is the quickest way I can lose in this game, essentially. Any aura stacks. So let me grab all this mana from this ogre that's about to get killed. Yep, perfect. Beautiful. That's so much mana. Or it should be. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to go for a 3-star on this lightning tower from... Ooh, whoa. Actually, I'm going to phase out really quick because I'm at 16,000 HP off of one goblin copter attack. If any of my aura stacks go down, my tower buff beams will go down alongside them, and that will be a monstrously, annoyingly difficult thing to rebuild. So it does seem like I am able to actually beat this map, but I'm taking so much damage on my towers still on the sides, unfortunately. Let me head over here. I really want to phase in to grab mana, but I don't want to take too much damage here. Something I'm really worried about. No pieces of Transcendence on the ground, just Mythicals. Important to keep an eye out for. I'm going to pop some upgrades here while I can, since I'm kind of just hanging out and have the extra mana. Come grab more mana while I'm over here. I don't want to take too much damage. 9,000 HP out of 63k. Around one more hit will do me in. I want to come grab this mana, but once again, it's poofing away before I can even grab it because it poofs away so fast because there's so much mana on the ground. I'm going to come over here, grab whatever mana I can. I'm going to put for a Flash Heal. Flash Heal will actually heal me, so it's going to heal me as well as the towers around, as well as the aura stacks there. Come over here, heal this section. Pump some upgrades into these archers, since these archers are actually doing a lot of the damage towards the goblin copters coming in. Now, the area over here, the further north quadrant, is actually super far, and it's hard to defend, hard to get to and support during the wave itself, but... oh, there we go. We got it taken care of. There's wave 15 actually completed. So usually, unless I make some monstrous mistake, which absolutely does happen, you know, human error can absolutely cause you to lose a Dungeon Defenders map when you shouldn't, you know, when that shouldn't happen. It's very possible. But unfortunately, I mean, surely I won't make a mistake. You know, clearly it won't happen. I've never made a mistake on Dungeon Defenders. Surely I would never actually lose on camera. Kek W, true and real. Let me go ahead and heal whatever, or upgrade whatever I can here. But... usually, when you can beat wave 15, it's a very good telltale sign that you should be able to beat, you know, wave 15, wave 16 through 20. If you can beat wave 15, the difficulty all should be similar enough to where you should be able to get to all the way to wave 20. Now, once you reach wave 20, things change. Once you reach wave 20, waves 20 through 25 are also going to be extremely difficult. But with that wave complete, that's a really good sign. It's a really relieving sign. It's a massive green flag, and it probably means I'll safely be able to get to wave 20. So, oh, I can have a little bit of a sigh of relief, and I'm very, very happy to see me actually be able to complete that wave to a reasonable degree. Also, embarrassingly, I thought that wave would be just enough XP to level up my monk to 90, but it wasn't. He is around 4 million X, or no, sorry, 2 million, sorry, 1.1 million XP away, so not quite. But that is all the prep work I can do. I'm going to go ahead and jump into wave 16, which once again should be pretty taken care of and honestly should be totally fine to go ahead and get through. I'm just going to have to keep an eye on my aura's HP, and then afterwards we'll have a level 90 monk and be able to equip our first piece of ultimate, which I'll probably take a second to go ahead and take a quick break to do because it's such a monumentous achievement. All right, there we go. Another wave complete. Wave 16 was pretty chill and easy as I suspected. Just some heals got to go around. Whatever. Honestly, we're getting pretty good upgrades. I feel like our pace is pretty solid. I would love to pump more mana into things. I'm definitely having trouble getting I guess, close enough to the mana to actually grab it on my summoner. It is legitimately kind of tough to actually pick up mana. I don't know if there's any sort of strategy. Do people really do, like, the idea of doing a build... I guess that'd be like a DPS character, but the idea of doing a build that is just literally just tanky, like literally just a tanky character with HP, resistances, and cast rate, and that's it. That's like that's all the stats, and your job is to just like survive and upgrade stuff, and that's it. But I feel like I have a really hard time like picking up mana on my summoner to actually allow myself to do that like mid-wave and such. Oh, I just realized I made a massive mistake. I think I accidentally moved all of my archers. Oh no, boys. From oh no, I think I moved like a ton of my archers on accident from over here over to other positions, and this is like the... oh no, boys. That's so bad. I don't know how to fix this. I actually don't know enough about the summoner. Oh no, how do I actually move them? I actually don't know. I've always tried to... I learned things... This is my punishment. I learned things too quickly. Wait, can I do this? Select all units? That's not... let's deselect. Okay. Let's go try to grab them. Let's try to fix this. I tried to learn things too quickly because I wanted to progress in Dungeon Defenders, and I never, like, fully had the time. People in YouTube comments yell at me all the time. Hey, do this. Go to Overlord, blah, blah, blah. I know that you can do it, but I don't feel comfortable doing it, if that makes sense. There's something, it's the muscle memory aspect, right? It's the muscle memory aspect of, let's see if I can do this. Did that select him? Okay, I have him selected. Let's see if I can do this. There's a muscle memory aspect of it, of a comfortability and actually feeling like you understand something comprehensively, I guess. Commands. How do I follow me? Follow target. Okay, is that gonna work? Please, that would be... Can we actually save this? Can we actually fix this? He seems stuck, though. He seems totally stuck. Okay, let's move this guy. Let's try to move this guy. Follow. Okay, move here, buddy. Okay, do that. Maybe, please move. Oh, you can just do this. Oh shit. Okay, here. Let's try this. Let's try. Order minions to follow you. Follow target. Order minions to follow a selected allied target. What if I select this? They're not actually moving. Oh, I don't know how to... Oh. Wait, what about this? Will this work? Move to a select... Oh, okay. We are on to something, boys. I'm going to have to spend a fair amount of time fixing this. This is so annoying. This is going to take me a second, but this should work. Let's see. Right here. I won't make you guys watch all of this because this is going to be so annoying, but let's see. Yes! Okay. Ooh, we did it, fellas. Talk about 3D chess. Oh, guys, I've removed all these ones as well. Oh, no, I really, really boofed this. Wait, something's happening. My minions are dying. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I think, what's happening? What happened? Did they fall off into lava? I don't understand. I don't know what happened. Okay, I think I mostly fixed it, but at the same time, a lot of my archers just randomly died. I think it's because, I'm assuming it's because they were trying to run through something and like couldn't move. So the game's solution was to just like kill them. I really want to deselect, yeah, all units. I think that they're still trying to move offensively, I guess. I'm going to just summon back the archers that died and just pretend that nothing happened and try not to worry about it. But that was a pain in the butt. That was so much more than I expected to have to deal with, unfortunately. It was really cool. Honestly, it forced me to learn the mechanic, which was honestly kind of nice. But I do have some cleaning up to do now. Alrighty, I think my battlefield is fixed, which means I get to do something very, very fun. I get to go ahead and level up my monk to level 90. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to put it into, I think, honestly, I don't know if it's good, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it into Aura Lifespan since I've been having troubles with that. Honestly, I'll take the extra HP since it is kind of low on that stat. But now, let's do the more important thing and equip my first piece of ultimate gear in Dungeon Defenders. I'm currently using Transcendent Cardboard. So I'm literally upgrading from cardboard to ultimate gear. Also, here's the Spankies that I got, which is kind of funny. So here we are, fellas. Either of the two ultimate pieces. I think this one, even though it's worth way less mana, is the better piece of gear. This seems like more DPS based, whereas this is more tower based. This has some insane... Look at that. Look at those tower stats. Look at that. Like 250s versus 100s on the cardboard. Oh, there it is. Equipped for the very first time. Let me see what it looks like. Oh, and it just looks amazing. Plus, with the skin, it's everything I could have. Oh my god, it stands out. That, look at that projectile. What? What a fucking cool projectile. Oh, that's amazing. What? That's so cool. It's funny to I don't know why I did it. It makes sense. It's a monk weapon, but oh, that is actually so cool. That's... Oh, it's so cool to see in the inventory, dude. The blue. Oh, it's so sick, dude. It's so sick. First piece of ultimate gear equipped in Dungeon Defenders. Oh, what a visual here. All right, but enough fun and games. Now that my ultimate gear is equipped, we can go ahead and jump into the next wave. I think we should be ready. Oh, I hope we are because I'm jumping into it. I might need to grab some mana and pump some upgrades into like newly built archers, but hopefully... I don't like that this guy's moving. I'm really hope that they just kind of stay still and stay in the positions that I need them to be in. Maybe I should have made them move to defense. I think I made them move offensively. I think moving defensively might have been the better play, but I don't know, man. If I lose, this is one of those situations where, like, I don't know, if I lose the map because I didn't understand the summoner's skills enough in his mechanics in general, then that's kind of a good thing. I don't know. That's the definition of a good loss, in my opinion, in Dungeon Defenders. I deserved it, you know? If I lose because I don't understand the summoner's mechanics, you know, how to move the things, yeah, that's on me, you know? Look at this. Look. It's happening. Okay, well, I have to, well, firstly, let me pop a flash heal. Secondly, let me go ahead and phase shift out. Let me go try something here. Actually, I should be able to just select them, right? Okay, let me actually just select these guys. Try to then command them. Hard defensive. Order to them within a small radius. Then left to attack. Hard hold offensive. Okay. What if I... Oh, I really don't know what to do here. I'm going to be honest. If I select these minions, I have them selected. If I just make them move over here, I guess? I don't know. Follow me? I don't really want them to follow me exactly, but they're just still over here fighting. I don't know what to do about them. Hold. Offensive. Yeah, I just don't know. Move offensive. I'm trying to move them over here. Let's see. Oh, okay, they will come. Okay, okay. Maybe it's salvageable. But this guy doesn't really come. He's trying to fight still. I mean, I guess it's fine. It's whatever. It's such a weird... It's a fault on me. I once again, I clearly just don't understand. It is wickedly complicated. I will say, like, I don't know, maybe I'm silly Willy, and I probably am to some extent. This is, like, wildly unintuitive. It is shockingly unintuitive to actually use these summoners, any sort of movement or any sort of controlling his summons at all. Now, the good news is, even if I were to lose, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Even if I were to lose, the best thing about survival on PC is that you still get like a benchmark or a check mark, essentially. If I wanted to play this map again, I could essentially just start from where I left off. So even if I were to lose right now, I would still be able to start back at wave 17 and attempt everything all over again, which I think is really, really cool, honestly. And that was one of the most dreadful things of ever playing this game on console growing up. I played it on 360 growing up. It was a nightmare. It was the most horrible part of the game, was just, if you lost, you lost, and you had to reset at wave 1, and you lost so much time. There we go. There is the wave complete. It wasn't perfect. It was messy as hell, but you know what? A wave complete is a wave complete, and we will absolutely take it and move into wave 18 here. I'm going to go ahead and grab whatever mana I can, pump some heals into whatever I can, pump some upgrades into whatever I can. Just do really whatever I can. And honestly, for the sake of time, I wasted a lot of time. I'm going to press Control G. I'm going to be a little greedy here, a little risky, and I'm just going to jump straight into the next wave. I think I will honestly be fine. I think my towers are pretty strong. I'm going to be honest. The main thing I have to watch out for is, once again, my aura stacks running out is my... Ooh, and now we're seeing Transcendence. I'm going to store it for the time being. Probably not anything crazy, but awesome to see. It's good to know that we can actually get Transcendence now. Look how low. Actually, I'm going to pop a flash heal there. That's what I'm going to do there. Pop a flash heal here. Head over here. Get some heals up. Get some... I don't have enough mana for upgrades quite yet. Check over here for any heals or upgrades, etc., etc. Pop some quick heals on these. Wave 18 should be pretty chill. I'll grab whatever chests I can. Check for Transcendence, and I'll see you guys after. Got a piece of Transcendent from this, as I had to actually just quickly swap over / phase out. Oh, I forgot I can't pick this up in phase out mode, so I'm gonna have to phase back in really quick, store this, and phase back out really quickly. Nice. And hilariously, I actually was able to get to every chest to open them all, I'm pretty sure, to check for Transcendence. So honestly, I got around the map pretty well there. I'm pretty happy about that. Wave should be over in about 200 minions or so, so making pretty good progress here. Picking up whatever mana I can without taking too much damage, as always. Gonna hop over here, grab these blue crystals while I can. Yes, please. That is so much extra mana. I'm going to put upgrades into these archers, especially since some of these archers tend to be waddling around a little bit more than I would like. So I'm going to go ahead and make up for that by essentially making the rest of them even stronger. There we go. Wave complete. That is wave 18. What is... I think someone's like really weak heals, so to heal out whatever we can up. Wave 18 out of 25. Doing pretty freaking well. I might want to try to move... I don't know if those ones archers ended up getting moved over here or what happened. I kind of lost track of those 2 archers. They didn't die. My minion units are the same. That's so strange. I'm going to go ahead and pick up whatever mana I can while in the Wave 19 build phase, and I'll see you guys with Transcendence and such. There's one piece of Transcendent, for example, just some boots so far. Nothing crazy, but we're going to head across the bridge and see what else we can find. Last chest over on this northern quadrant. No Transcendence, but that's totally okay. Honestly, I'm fine with just the consistent mana and mythicals being dropped. And XP, honestly. 21 million. I think that's right. 21 million XP for this run. I think I could honestly find a way to speedrun this like pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and pump upgrades into these guys. It was all of our mana, exactly perfect numbers. All right, I'm personally not worried about Wave 19 at all, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. And honestly, I'm just excited to see you guys at Wave 20. That is going to be the final straw. Wave 20 will actually be a challenge. It'll actually, I almost died. It'll actually be a big turning point for the level, so that'll really make or break us, guys, and let us know, can we actually beat, like literally defeat all 25 waves of it? Glitterhelm Caverns, Nightmare Survival. The hardest map in Dungeon Defenders in the traditional game. In the base game, ooh, I gotta not die here. In the base game, Glitterhelm Cavern was the endgame map. It was the endgame content to go to before we got the like Misty Mire DLCs and such. I remember just not being able to beat this game as a kid. Like, I could beat the summit, I could beat the storyline, but it took me forever to beat this game on easy difficulty. Like, on easy. Like, that's how much of a challenge this truly was for such a period of time. Actually, we can actually go and move defense. Okay. Oh, I think we have it, guys. I think we do actually go ahead and have the have our guys sorted. Let me go ahead and unselect all while I'm here. Okay, I think we're actually good. It's gonna be okay, fellas. It's actually gonna be okay. There is a piece of Transcendence on the ground, only one, but obviously worth to rush over to pick up really quick where possible. Getting upgrades on wherever I can. It's kind of shocking how I don't have everything upgraded and such still. I've really been struggling, it seems like. Like, the fact that I not even one-starred. Like, there's also just so many things, to be fair. This is one of those maps with a ridiculous, like, if you combine, let's go grab these piece of armor. If you combine the defense and minion units, you're pushing 320 build units in total. I mean, that's pretty absurd. It honestly makes a ton of sense now that I think about it, that I haven't been able to upgrade everything as much as I normally would have. Like, most maps, I can get everything fully upgraded and just kind of, you know, crank out the waves and such, but not on this map. This map is like, I'm never going to be able to fully upgrade everything. There's just too many towers. There it is, fellas. Wave complete. Oh, wave 20. Here we come. Wave 20. This is the big one. This is the game changer. This is the haymaker. This is the decider. And I apologize in advance for what I'm about to do, because I'm about to break your YouTube immersion. I'm sorry, but I've been grinding this map for so long that it's around 1 a.m. and I have to go to bed. Don't worry, I'm not ending the episode. I don't feel right separating this and stalling you guys for 2 more days. I want to do this in one go, but I'm going to go to bed and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, good morning, fellas. It's the next day. How are we doing? I went around and collected all the chests off camera. Didn't get any pieces of Transcendence, funnily enough. And I went ahead and pumped all the mana into upgrades. So that just means it's time, guys. It is finally time. We're going to jump into wave 20. And if we can beat this wave, it most likely means we can actually beat Nightmare difficulty, Glitterhelm Caverns survival. This is a tough map. I would keep saying this is like the toughest map in the base game of Dungeon Defenders. So being able to beat this, I can't even express it into words. I feel like how, number one, that would blow my brain. I really didn't think I was going to be good enough to beat this. I really aggressively, strongly thought. I'm honestly kind of counting my chickens before they hatch here. Haven't quite beaten it yet. But I don't know. I thought there was no way. I thought like wave 15, wave 18, something like that. To me, there was no way I was going to be able to beat this. And maybe the upgrades that I have, like I did some upgrades recently, and I haven't really felt the effects of them because I haven't been winning maps. Like, I did all these fat upgrades, right? Spent all this mana, you know, 10 billion mana, right? And you know what I did? I played Ruthless difficulty, and I lost dramatically and aggressively. Like, I didn't, you know, do all these upgrades and then go, oh, wow, I feel so much stronger. I did all these upgrades and then did things that were so out of my pay grade and so much more difficult than I could handle that it made me feel weak all over again. So maybe that kind of warped my perspective, but I don't know. It's so crazy playing this map, and I'm so curious to see. I'm so curious to finally feel that power increase, as I haven't really had that chance to yet. So I'm excited to keep playing more maps to really start to feel that more and more. I'm just running around, putting heals on my aura stats, looking pretty solid, looking pretty darn safe. Honestly, I don't even know if I really need to worry about upgrades. Like, if I really wanted to, I could just get enough mana and just run around and pop flash heals, and I'd probably be fine. I think everything's probably pretty much taken care of. This map seems like a pretty clean sweep at this point. Didn't expect to be that easy, but there it is. I missed the wave complete on stream, but that's wave 20 taken care of. Guys, I think 20 to 25 is going to be so much easier than I expected. Maybe I could have just done this last night. Maybe I didn't. I really, it's so funny. I wanted to rest up and really be at my best to be able to take on these 5 waves, but I think I could have just drooled my way through this, dude. I have the levels. I have the, the experience. I think I try to not overestimate myself consistently, because I'd rather underestimate myself and then have a map be much easier than it actually, I'd rather have a map be much easier than I expect, versus go into it thinking I have the confidence and I can do it and then losing. But honestly, you're probably get a good mix of both in this series. All right, but I think we're pretty much ready. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. I kind of have a lot of mana here at 1500 or so, but I'm about to just jump and dump it into this mage minion. So now I have no mana. But I picked up all the chests. I picked up all the mana possible. I pumped some upgrades around, and I'm just feeling kind of confident. Hopefully I don't get too loosey-goosey with it, but as long as I run around and I heal my aura stacks, I think I'll be just fine. Okay, well, I did misjudge a jump. It shouldn't be... Okay, well, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I think I'm gonna be fine, but I am gonna have to bring up this messy little gross screen and essentially just run around with my monk and just heal stuff. I think I'll be fine. I'm not worried about it, honestly, at all. Probably a little too under-worried, honestly, but as long as my aura stacks are healed, I should be fine. And my monk got one-shot by an ogre that I tried to fight at melee range. Okay, I'm learning... Oh my... Wait, what? No way I lose. Wait, what happened? Wait. Eternia crystal under... I can't even see on the map where it's at. Which crystal? What happened? It's not here, right? Which crystal? I can't even see. Okay, over here. Okay. What? 2 of my characters die and all of a sudden I'm losing? What's going on? What possibly could have happened? What shenanigans? Okay, let me just heal everything. Okay, no panic at all. Ha ha ha. Are you kidding? I've got too loosey-goosey lazy, guys. That was my mistake. Okay, I think we're fine. Upgrades. Okay, there we go. Wave complete. Just a little sketchy. I mean, maybe a little. Maybe a t-bit sketchy, some might say. Just kidding. Not even close. Okay, hilariously, there are 2 pieces of Transcendence on the ground, so that's pretty cool. Let's run around and go pick those up, okay? We got a big Transcendent artillery cannon over there. I'll take that. Also, man, can you know how cool this is? Darth Maul style saber. Another Transcendent drop from the chest itself. That's really cool to see. I think I'm just going to start straight up flash healing. I think I want to be on flash heal duty. I think it's nice and brain dead, which is honestly kind of what I'm looking for. Waking up and playing Dungeon Defenders. I'm still a little tired. I'm still waking up. It's nice to kind of just run around and be on flash heal duty. I still have some upgrades to output, is the only thing that's kind of stopping me from doing that earlier. I do have some Transcendent leather gloves. We'll go ahead and pick up really quick right there. And then I do have some extra mana here, but everything else needs more than just 800. We're going to peace out. This area should be taken care of. I can't believe I let a crystal take core damage. All right, wave 22 time. Hopefully we're a little safer this time. I love the little book animation with the chains. Hopefully no damage come towards this crystal, or if it does, I might need to. Like, this guy's walking around. Stay put, man. What are you doing, soldier? Here, let me see if I can actually... Here, probably something I should actually do. Let me go ahead and target this guy. Let's see if I can figure out these commands a little bit better. Move defensive. Let's move you right there defensively. Yes! Perfect. He's going to stay right there. Like a good soldier. Okay, I appreciate it, dude. Let me go grab all this. So much mana over here. The problem is that it's actually so easy to die. I saw a web, like, right next to me when I phased out. Like, actually, like, on top of the animation. That was... Whew, that was legit scary. I'm going to put the upgrade on this guy since now he's being a good soldier, and I kind of need him to have that extra damage, so why not? I'm going to deselect all units to make sure I don't mess that up on accident. We're going to come over here. We're going to pop a flash heal right here in front of the ogre. We're going to phase back in so I can actually grab this giant blue crystal, whatever mana possible. And other than that, we should be pretty safe, I think, as long as I don't do any super stupid mistakes. The last wave was pretty pretty record-breakingly dumb. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. If it doesn't, we should be fine. There we go. Wave 22 complete as well. Once again, mostly without a hitch. As long as there's not demonstrous human error, I should be okay. Wait, holy shit. I did just realize some tower went down, and I don't know what. It cost 7 defense units. Something that cost 7 defense units went down. Was it a lightning tower? Is that what? But where would that lightning tower have been? Oh, wow. I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm going to try to look around to see if I notice what went down and where. But the problem is if it was a lightning tower, wouldn't it have brought down... It must have been a lightning tower that wasn't next to... Or wasn't on top of a booster beam, because the booster beam would have gone down with it. I didn't even see the text on the screen, which is a new mistake, you know, lack of awareness for me. Huh. I'm going to try to figure out what happened. Oh, I just realized. There was a lightning tower, I realized. There was a lightning tower over here next to this one. Okay. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Okay. I'm going to grab my mage. I'm actually going to set up a deadly strike tower. I feel like a deadly strike tower would actually be perfect over there. All right, apologies for the small little screen here, but I think it's still worth showing you guys. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, okay, of course. Deadly strike towers are 8 defense units. Okay, well, just out of my price range. I'm not gonna like think too hard about it then. I'm just gonna set up another lightning tower right here. We'll pump upgrades into it on the mage, sure. I also just realized I haven't had my mage up on the map this entire time, which is kind of funny to me. I had my squire out instead gaining XP, which seems super suboptimal because then I'm not getting the like tower stat boost from actual like onto my mage towers from actually having it on the map with the towers on the map. If that makes sense. Like that's pretty drastic. All right, but what do you say we keep going? Let's go ahead and jump into it, fellas. Wave 23 out of 25. We got 2 more waves left. I guess 3 combat waves total. 23, 24, 25. If I could count correctly, that would be helpful. Around 3 combat waves left. And we've completed like one of the hardest. I honestly, I say what I was about to say one of the hardest survival maps in Dungeon Defenders, but that's not really true at all. It's the hardest in the base game, and I still have this boomer perspective of, you know, oh, this is the hardest map in the game, but it's not even close anymore, guys. There's all the lost quest stuff, and oh, I'm taking so much damage there. Things just got so amped up. Dungeon Defenders, the devs seem to do something that almost no other game does. And I respect the hell out of this. I think it has some severe positives and negatives, I will say. But so does everything. So does every decision, right? They aggressively focus on endgame content. Like more than any game I've ever seen. They aggressively focus on rewarding and giving more content to those at the endgame already in Dungeon Defenders. And to be honest, I don't think they need any more new player content. I would never sit here as a new player. As a new player, this game does not need more new player content. It has plenty. There's so much you can do, so many different difficulties, like whatever. Like, no more new content is needed in Dungeon Defenders, in my opinion. I do think something that is needed is probably just more of a straight path, which probably can be presented in community guides, and I wish there were more. Obviously, if you're entrenched in the high-level community and endgame community, there are guides on the Discords. There are Steam, you know, community posts that are fantastic information and great guides. The problem is, from my experience and in my personal opinion, actually spreading those guides to the average player is tough. Dude, if I Google Dungeon Defender guides, I don't really find answers. Like, I think that is one of the biggest telltale signs of a good new player experience is being able to Google questions about a game and how long it takes you from the Google to when you find an answer. You know, it shouldn't be taking people, you know, 20 minutes of browsing through Steam posts and trying to understand vague posts and yada yada to eventually try to find an answer. Like, you should be able to just Google a question, find a YouTube video, and hopefully get provided an answer. And if I have to be the one to provide that, I would like to be that. The honest answer is I'm just not good enough. I'm not good enough at Dungeon Defenders yet to truly provide those guides. I dream of a day where I can make a level 0 to 70 guide in Dungeon Defenders. You know, like, welcome new players. Like, here's my guide on how to XP train and what maps to do and whatever from level 0 to 70. And that's probably, I think getting your first character from 0 to 70 is probably the biggest slog in Dungeon Defenders. It's probably one of the most difficult parts. I'm going to go ahead and pick up and store these Transcendent pieces. I think it's probably one of the most important parts of the game. And once you do that, each individual jump is complicated and like has difficulties in its own right. So I think the biggest jumps are, you know, level 0 to 70, and then 70 to 74 is a pretty massive jump as well. And then you have things like 74 to 78, which honestly isn't as bad of a jump. But then 74 to 90 feels like a jump in its own, and that's a really, really big one. Obviously, I'm gonna go ahead and just store all the transcendent pieces possible, pick up everything on the ground possible, go ahead and heal and upgrade everything possible. But just a little rant and ramble about Dungeon Defenders. Honestly, 99.9% positive. Like, I do think that like, I don't know, as someone who hasn't been playing Dungeon Defenders for that long, I don't have like almost any critiques of the devs. I feel like every game we play nowadays, it's so easy to critique game devs, which is lame, you know? Game devs work really, 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 really hard, and they pour their heart out into something that they super care about, and then people who put, you know, 1 hour or, you know, 10 hours or even 50 hours into a game that they put, you know, 2,000 into coding, they just rip it apart and don't empathize with their reasonings behind making certain decisions and yada yada, and I don't like that. As someone who's not a game developer, it frustrates me to see. I can't imagine actually being a game developer and having to experience that. It would devastate me. And critique is good, and you want to make the best game possible, but I think it's also good to appreciate when you have good devs. And I feel like every game I ever jump to, and thankfully, I'm sorry, the Dungeon Defenders community is not like this, so hopefully I'm clarifying this. It feels like every game you jump to nowadays, every single community is like, oh, our devs suck, our devs are lazy, yada yada. And that can't be the case. You know, logically, it can't be the case that every game's developers are bad. Usually you have some, like, I think when I think of good developers, I think of things like Jagex, I think of things like the Path of Exile developers, I think of like the Pokemon developers, the Dungeon Defenders developers, right? And I'm sure they have problems here and there and whatever, but as from a new player's perspective, I think they're doing a fantastic job, and I just like talking about that and appreciating that because, hilariously, I know it sounds a little dramatic, I think being a developer might be one of the more thankless jobs in the modern day and age, when video games are probably one of the most important and one of the most time spent on entertainment activities we have in this world, you know? All right, but enough glazing and hyping up developers. Let's have a 2-hour speech on the worst game developers, Riot Games. Just kidding. I don't want to yap you guys' ear off too much. Let's just go ahead and heal up whatever possible and go ahead and jump into the next wave. Control G, over to wave 24 we go. Should be pretty solid here, pretty consistent. Not really worried about dying or anything like that. I will see you guys probably at the end of the wave or middle of it if anything interesting happens. It's cool to note that we are now facing down 2,700 minions. I think that's pretty crazy. 2,700. There we are, boys. Wave complete. That means we've only got one more left. One more left. One more wave to complete. Final wave. Oh, I love seeing that text. Show me that every single day of my life, please. I want to see that final wave to know what's about to happen. Quick little transcendent drop from a chest. We're going to go ahead and store away, at least for the time being. Not too many chests left on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and pump and upgrade into here. So I have that tons of mana, like 1,700 mana there. We'll go grab this. I actually haven't been over to this section of the map quite yet in this build phase. There's still, look at, there's just so much blue mana on the ground still. It's pretty wild. Let me head over here, grab this. I haven't jumped down here. I don't know if there's any mana down here. There's a little bit, not too much, honestly. A little bit of stragglers. I'm going to pump repairs. And we're going to be jumping into the final wave here in a split sec, fellas. Ooh, let's go ahead and get into position. Thank you guys so much for watching this Dungeon Defender series. It's been such like riveting, enjoying, exciting, like just a childlike excitement when I play this game. And it's time to complete another childhood goal of mine and another gaming accomplishment. Let's go ahead and defeat Glitterhelm Cavern Survival. Not even are we defeating Glitterhelm Cavern Survival on like easy difficulty, which would have blown my mind as a 13-year-old. No. We are going to complete it on Nightmare, which is something I just wasn't even possible. I didn't even have Nightmare access playing it on Xbox 360, you know? I have come so far, and it's so fun. If I could recommend you guys to do one thing today, okay? I know we all work very hard. I know we pump a lot of hours, and we got to make a consistent living and be financially stable. I get it, right? But take a little bit of time to go play a childhood game of yours and take it further than you were ever able to. Go play a childhood game that you could not beat and beat it, or take it further, or grind further, or push further than you were ever able to. And it is such an incredibly enjoyable and satisfying feeling. There's currently 4 pieces of Transcendent on the ground, which is pretty crazy. I didn't expect to see that in the final wave. So I'm honestly going to go ahead and let them stack up. I don't think they'll disappear if I just go ahead and let them stack. I could be wrong. But, you know, honestly, if they disappear and I get the mana out of them, honestly, it's totally fine. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, I need to not die, actually, really quickly. There's one over there, actually. You can see the purple glow, which... Oh, all the stuff being dropped over here is just so cool to see. We're coming to a close here, fellas. Only around 100 or so minions remaining. 30 or so minions remaining. There's a bunch of odors coming in that top north section. I haven't been over there, honestly, at all to heal the entire wave. I'm going to hop over there really quick. I do kind of want to be in the middle at the end, but I'm going to go pop a flash heal. No wonder. Oh, I have no mana. Oh, whoa. I'm actually kind of... Wait. Is this lightning tower gonna go down right at the end? I think I'm fine. There's no way I lose. We're fine. We took care of it, boys. Easy peasy. Not even close. All the mana. Giraffe on a treadmill. A unique weapon. 5 Transcendents on the ground. Level complete, fellas. Whew! That feels good. That's amazing. So cool to see. Let's go pick up and store every piece of Transcendent as well. 35 million XP was gained in this run. I think that's one of the coolest things. 35 million on my Summoner, 38 million on my Monk, 37 million on the Series EV, and then 38 million on the Mage. That is actually crazy, just how much XP was gained. On top of that, we recuperated some of our mana. It's not like amazing, but we went from we probably started at like what, 6 or 7 billion, and now we're at like 12 billion. So we kind of doubled our mana-ish, not quite. But man, we spent so much mana recently that honestly, every little bit counts a ton. I'm actually gonna head back to my tavern. Go check out the giraffes on a treadmill in my PC. I don't know if they'll be that. I doubt they'll be like better than anything I have. They're not gonna be like an upgrade or like that. But I want to see them. You know, like I still love giraffe on a treadmill. It's still like the coolest thing in the world to me. It screams Dungeon Defenders to me. Unlike Spanky, who doesn't, you know, it's not what I think of when I think of Dungeon Defenders, but hey, man, it's Spanky, I guess. Here's the drafts on a treadmill. They're not upgrades, not anything amazing, but you know what? They are very cool to me, and I think that's super important. Here's our other ultimate pieces of gear. Do we get ultimate? Wait, what did we get from actually completing that? We got this, Suda's Final Creation. I don't know if we had, I think we had both of these pieces of ultimate. I think we had, yeah, I think we had 4 in total. So those are the other 3. Gotcha. That is so cool. I'm gonna have to level up. So what can I equip? The mage. I'll probably get a mage. My mage level 80. That'll probably be the most important thing. Speaking of, let's go ahead and swap off. Do I have any other level ups? I can go pick up all. Honestly, while I'm kind of dirtling around in my tavern keep, I need to be buying the XP bonus every time. The XP bonus is so ridiculous. Also, I'm up to, I gained like a lot of mana actually at the end. I went from 11.9 billion to 12.5. So I actually gained 600 million mana at that. That's actually unbelievable. That's like actually wild. I don't know if I've gotten the XP bonus so far on this. Nope, perfect. I should pick this up on every character every time. It is so ridiculously, unbelievably good. But I think ending this episode holding my new ultimate equipped gear is perfectly poetic. I've said thank you to you guys enough. I think I've rambled enough, talked enough, yapped enough. But quickly, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode or enjoy any of my Dungeon Defenders videos, liking them is literally one of the most OP, quickest, easiest things that helps me dramatically. If you don't like today's episode, feel free to dislike it. Subscribe to the channel for Dungeon Defenders episodes every other day at the moment. That's my current schedule. And then thank you to my Patreons who go above and beyond, who will be getting a special thank you at the end of this video. And if you want to join that list, exclusive list, make sure to check out the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Yo, thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video, and a huge shout out to everybody listed here who goes above and beyond, supports the Patreon, and allows me to focus more on Dungeon Defenders content. Thanks again. Have a great day.